If you guys are used to flying warbirds or prop planes, you'll have to really take into account the acceleration on this plane is not going to be as good. You don't have those giant props to pull through the air. You just have this little tiny ducted fan. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and give it power. It just takes a little bit to get going, but when it does, it gets cooking. We'll do another no power flyby. Look at that, beautiful. And now I'll do a high-speed flyby. Hitting the tree. Power. We'll do a fly-by, glide-by. So it really likes a lot of power through the turns. You definitely don't want to do no power turns. It won't turn out well. I forgot to set the timer.
I know, just a couple
Let's
more.
Let's go ahead and I'm going to come in for a landing. I don't know where the batteries are. Alright. We'll go ahead and do some idle power. Just line it up. Alright, unboxing of the UMX F-16 with AS3X. If you guys are not familiar with AS3X, what that means is if you have a little bit of turbulence or if this thing gets bumped around, the controls will counteract that. And you can hear the AS3X correcting for turbulence. So let's get into it. First off, I already took the jet out. I was really anxious before the unboxing. This thing did come really nicely taped up. It did come with a little bit of extra plastic to prevent from vibrations scratching it. So one thing I really like about the E-flite planes is the boxes they ship in, most of the time they come just perfect for storing the plane and taking it to the airfield. For example, they even have really well thought out extra little notches here. So if you have extra batteries and you just want to store those in the box with the airplane, you can. Just very well, nicely laid out. This piece just fits really nice, just in case if anything knocks over on this, it's very well protected. So let's get into it. Okay, so obviously the airplane. This is beautiful scale on this thing. And it is tiny. I mean, here's the size of my hand. Almost takes up the entire wing. Now, there are no aileron. You have this elevon mixing back here. So all your turning and your elevator is all done just with these two control surfaces. So you just have these two little servos on the surface right here. So elevator up. That's elevator up, elevator down. and then left and right. And then you also have your rudder control back here. You can take off the wheels. They are fairly easy to take off. You just pinch them together and they just pop out like that. So if you do want to fly without those, you can. And then inside you can see just that super tiny little brushless motor. Taking off the cockpit, it is magnetic in the front and then it has a little lip in the back. So you just lift up here and you can see the two little rare earth magnets down here. Pretty good grip. I can't imagine this thing actually falling off. You have your nose wheel steering. And to show you guys how well this thing turns, for the battery, there's just one spot for it. You can see they already put some Velcro down. You can put some Velcro on the other side of your battery and then just pop it in right there. You know, even without Velcro, that battery is not going anywhere. Okay, next we have you have your missile rails for the sides, and then you also have your little fins for the back. And these you'll have to glue on. They just have these little pins that you stick into the styrofoam, and then these as well you'll have to glue in. And then over here you have just, it looks like some more decals. Now remember, this F-16 does not come with the battery or a transmitter. I will put a link in the description where you can find the 2S 4.4 volt 280 milliamp hour battery by E-flite. Okay, now let's bind it. This one does not come with the transmitter, but I do recommend the Spectrum DX6i transmitter. Now what I did in here is I scrolled through and I found an empty slot. I went ahead and I labeled it F-16. Now I'm going to turn off my remote. It's going to save the settings. Let's go ahead and plug in the battery. Alright, and as I'm turning on the remote, I want to flip my trainer switch back here. I'm going to flip that forward and turn it on, and you'll see that bind right there. And in the airplane, you'll see that little red light flashing, and you'll know it's bound because you'll hear the servos glitch, and then it just made a little chime, a little jingle, and you're all ready to go.